Ba-dum. Dun, 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 dun. Da-da-da. Hey, 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 look at that. Hello, hello. It is time. I can get rid of this for the time being. Put you down here. Boom. Put you down here. There we go. Okay. There we go. Very nice. Hello. How's it going, everyone? Wait, I need to adjust this, don't I? Volume's very loud. There we go. That looks much better. Much better. If it's too quiet now, let me know. Yeah. I did this last year. I had so much fun doing it. I'm excited to do it again because this is a lot of fun. I love ranking stuff. Ranking stuff is great. And as you can see, if you did the count, I've done the count already. I watched 69 things this year. Very nice. But hello, Sarah. Welcome. Good evening to you. Yeah, I watched 69 things this year. And but I should say two of them don't really belong. One is a movie and one is a series from last year that I didn't start watching until this year. So that means I technically watched 67 things. You're welcome. Yeah. I'm very, very excited. This is gonna be a good time. Yeah, it's gonna be good. I got me my drink. I got me some very spicy hot chocolate. Very, um, oh, that is strong. Oh, I made very spiked. See anything goes crazy? It's true. It does. Anyways, yeah. I'm ready to get into it. So first off, let me re-edit my text here. Really spoilers. Oh, let's retype that. Spoilers have been warned. Okay. Now we're gonna move this back up to the top here. Blinky. And then we're doing it live. Let's go. Nope. Shrinkage this way. Nope. Oh my god. And this is why we do things live. It's fun. Transform. Font? No. There we go. 36. Boom. There we go. All right, we're gonna put this right here. Perfect. Nailed it. All right, we're good. We're good to go. And let's freaking do this. I'm so excited. First off, we have. God, what is this? This one I watched this season. Do I remember it? I have my list pulled up. My handy dandy list. My friend's little sister has it in for me. Is the first one. This one I dropped because why did I drop it? First off, I love the little sister. The little sister was great. What was her name? I already forgot her name. Her name is Iroha. She was a fantastic character. The MC was fine. And then after that, I kind of didn't like anyone else. And after I realized that, I'm like, I'm out. Because we started with the introduction of the characters. I'm like, yeah, this is fine. We'll get into the backstories. Then we had like a 4-episode backstory on Iroha, which was awesome. Yamamoto, hello, welcome in. You're just in time for me to rank everything. And then after they got out of the Iroha's backstory, I'm like, oh, all these other characters that I don't care about. It's funny how it works. Like I just couldn't. I couldn't stand the other girl. What's her name? I already lost. I already closed it down. It's right there. Okay. Yeah, Mashiro. I did not like Mashiro at all. Is what it is. It happens. Sometimes I just don't like characters and I drop the series. So there we go. Cuter mature, does she? Ah. Oh well. Okay, next up. This is the cheat series. This series should not be on the list. This is Orb. Orb was a series that I did not watch last year when it aired, when it started airing. I didn't start watching it until this year for Patreon. And this series absolutely blew me away. I could not believe how good it actually was. Every time I thought I had it figured out, I was wrong. It surprised me time and time and time again, right to the very end. And then I remember when the series ended, I looked like this. I just had a dumbfounded look on my face, and I just kind of stared at the camera for like 3 minutes, like, are you kidding me? That's how it ends? And I was mind blown. Absolutely brilliant anime. Highly recommend Orb. And yeah, it was a really good freaking time. It was really freaking good. Next up, man, we're getting into all the drop series. All the drop series. This one, can a boy-girl friendship survive? Because I'm never gonna remember names. This one was also a series I dropped. It started out 2 or 3 episodes of being, well, basically I dropped episode 3, so 2 episodes of being incredibly entertaining, a 3rd episode of being absolute garbage, and I'm like, I don't have the patience to wait for it to see if it gets back to being better again. So I cut my losses there, and I dropped it. Yeah, happens again. It's sometimes the comedy in series are very hit or miss with me, and this time it started out great, and then it just fell apart. And it fell apart rather quick, which I'm happy about, because if I got 8 or 9 episodes into a series and dropped it, I would be very upset. So thankfully, it got bad quicker, so I got out sooner, and it was good. Man, Yamamoto, you're not gonna like my list because none of those are on it. Next up, One Punch Man Season 3. Oof. Alright, this is my first debate. I don't know if this is a D or a flat out F. Because this season has been awful. Like some of the most atrocious animation I have ever seen for what is a like an S tier anime, an incredibly popular anime, one that should have immense amount of time and effort put into. Again, I'm not blaming this on the animation. I'm not putting this on the studio. I'm putting this on the people in charge of the anime who gave it to said studio. I'm putting this on them. Like these, the studio should have had like minimum 2 years to work on this. Minimum. And it looks like they had about a month. That might be telling on the studio a little bit, but I think it's more on the people who put the studio in charge. Words. That's what I mean, though. Like, this could have been so good. Like, season 2 wasn't good. Season 2 was bad. This one was just atrocious. Was awful. Good to know. I'm glad I got that one right. Very happy I got that one right. Yeah, I don't know if it's a D or an A though. I'm very sad. Or a D or an F. I think it's just an F. I think it's an F. I think it's just an outright failure. The only good parts of the series were Saitama and Fubuki interactions were hilarious. And there was one good fight with the flashy Flash guy. That's been it. Everything else has sucked. Like, horribly. And I'm like, oh, it was very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. So yeah, I'm just gonna put an F. I think that one's Turkey? That one is Turkey, okay. Turkey, wow, we're hitting all the drop series to start with. Turkey's another series I dropped. It's the bowling anime. It was interesting. I thought the concept was pretty good. I think the execution was pretty bad. And as soon as the characters excuse me, had the opportunity to go home and then didn't go home, I got very angry and dropped it because it didn't feel worthwhile going back and or watching at that point because they had already done everything that was necessary to go home, and they were done there in the past, and then they chose to stay, and it's just like, why? You're at 45. Nice, that's pretty good. Because I'm kind of like a deviant, so 45 is a really good number. I think that's an appropriate number. So yeah, Turkey. I do not think Turkey was a bad series. I think Turkey was not meant for me. So this is like probably like a C in terms of quality, but I dropped it. Next up, I don't need to look this up. My Joseph Darling, season 2. Started off very slowly, which would make it like an A tier anime, still incredibly good. But the later episodes, it became so freaking amazing. It was back to S1 all over again. I was so incredibly pleased with it. It's another S plus. Man, this is awful. It's either the best or the worst. Next one, what is that image? I think I know that one. Yeah, but I'm gonna have to go through my entire list now to see which one it is. Da, 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 da. Is that Guild Receptionist? Oh, you're right, it is. Like, even on my screen, they're extremely tiny. Alright, Guild Receptionist. Alright, just do a search. Guild. There we go. Maybe Guild Receptionist with also any boss to clock out on time. This was ARS. It's fair. So I think it's an appropriate spot for it. I think this was like A tier for me. Like, this could have been higher. I think Guild Receptionist could have been higher. The problem for me was the series had some of my favorite comedy of the year not close. I absolutely loved the comedy in it. The problem was it shifted away from the comedy and went to drama in the second half of the series. And that annoyed me because it was so much better as a comedy. The action was decent. It was probably like in B tier action series. I just wanted more comedy because that was what it was built upon. It was built upon the backbone of just brilliant stupidity. It was very slapsticky and it was very, very fun, and I liked that. But then the drama kicked in, and I didn't like the drama that much. It took away from what was so great about the series. So I think it's A tier. Yeah, I think it's A tier. I think the Receptionist is A tier. Alright, so I do not need to look up. This is... God. I just immediately blank on the thing. Oh, the marriage series. I just gotta type it in. Marriage. Come on. My happy marriage. God, how could I not remember my happy marriage? I can remember marriage, not my happy part. I think it was S tier. I don't know if it was S plus. That's a tough call for me. I don't think it's S plus. It was better than A though. For Kamen Rider, you sure did, Joseph. You sure did. Yeah, I just think that Mio is such an incredible character. I love Mio so freaking much. Oh, that's right. She also did the voice of Rise in Chainsaw Man, which blows my mind that that's the same VA. Like, wow, that is incredible. Yeah, I absolutely love this season. It was really, really good, and I want season 3 badly. Woo! I think I spiked it way too much, but it's really tasty. That's a really tasty hot chocolate. Oh, yeah, I think S tier is fair. I don't think it quite hit the S plus range, but it was very close. Moving on, Reborn as a Vending Machine season 2. Wow, the the drop off for this series from season 1 to season 2 was severe. Season 1 was dumb, but it was very entertaining. Season 2 was dumb and incredibly stupid. Like it failed on every level for me. I didn't like where the story was going. I didn't like how the characters acted. I felt like everything changed in the worst way possible. And it was a very quick drop for me. I'm like, this is not what I watched. This is not what I wanted to see. And it failed horribly. And I was pretty sad because, again, the first season, I was entertained. I liked it. But then it didn't happen. Yes, that is appropriate, Joseph. Season 2 is what I thought season 1 would have been. But it mixed it up. It's fine. It got one good season out of it for me, and that's better than a lot of series can say. This next one is this is Campfire Cooking Another World, yeah? It looks like Campfire Cooking. Let me double check the image. Yes, this is Campfire Cooking Another World. This is Campfire Cooking Another World. Man, that's a tough one. That is a tough one for me. I think it's somewhere between B and A. Kasui, once as always, still the best character in the series. I didn't think I'd like the dragon at all. The dragon grew on me very quickly. I like the dragon a lot. And Phil's obviously Phil. Phil's great. I guess I wanted a little more action. Like, they did one dungeon raid, and Mukoto got like this super insane fancy sword. He didn't use it once. He didn't have it appraised. He doesn't know anything about it. He just stuffed it into storage. And then it was forgotten about for the last 4 episodes. That kind of annoyed me. That makes me want to put it B tier just for that one fact alone. But Sui being amazing makes me want to put it A tier because I adore Sui so much. Sui is the cutest slime ever. I think it's B tier. I think it's a B tier series. It was good. It could have been better. Next one up. I think this is the 100 Girlfriends Really, 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 Really Like You or whatever. Yeah, it is. It's no Chun Chun Maru. Fair. The 100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really Love You. See, now this is where I'm torn. Like, I am not looking at my ratings of what I put down in my actual list. This is more of a, because that is a snap reaction. I finished the series. I write down, oh, this was a 9 out of 10. This was a 7.5 out of 10. And I forget about it. I don't go back to it. This is me trying to figure out after the series have ended, been done with for a while, and I try to figure out, oh, hey, how good was the series actually? It is pure, it is absolute batshit crazy is what that series is. I don't know. It should be one of the worst things ever made. But it's not. And I don't know how to justify that in my brain. I don't know how to, like, my brain can't comprehend that. It should be here. It should be here. It should never leave. It is like, and it should be a terrible series. It really should be. But I can't put it there. Yes, my brain doesn't understand. I think it's like a B tier anime. It's has and it doesn't have any right being that good, but it's somehow funny. It's somehow brilliantly funny at that. Even I do think they go overboard sometimes and go beyond it. On reference effect, I mean, I guess I don't know. I don't freaking know. Yeah, I just think it's B tier. Like, I want to put it like C tier, but I don't think it actually belongs there. I think it's in B. This one is Honey Lemon Soda, I believe. I was gonna say the image. I immediately thought of Skip and Loafer, but I'm like, no, that was not this past year. That was the year before. That's Honey Lemon Soda. Yeah, Honey Lemon Soda. What was Honey Lemon Soda? Honey Lemon Soda was good. I liked that one. I was entertained by that. I remember liking the characters. I liked how mysterious the main guy was, and I wanted more information on him, but we didn't get it. Like, I'm still curious about his past and who he is and all that kind of stuff. The girl I liked. I liked the main character. She was cool. She was fun to watch. Hmm. I'm debating between B and A for that series. Like, this is where I feel like I need to make another tier. I feel like I need a B plus tier. But I'll just leave it at B for now. I think it's a B tier anime. It was good. It was entertaining. I really like the drama in it. Terry's Vein Switch. No, no, I wouldn't say that specifically. Like, I liked the twist of them like going back into the past. I thought that was well done. I liked what happened there. It was just that they had the ability to leave and they chose to stay. And I'm like, they have already done everything in the past they needed to do. Yet they still chose to stay. And that frustrated me beyond belief. Like, this is probably it's a C tier anime for me. Like, it doesn't have to be down here for me to drop it. I think it's here for me. So that's like, I don't think it's a bad series. This is the best of the drop series. It was entertaining enough. A or B for Honey Lemon? Yeah. That's where I'm at. I don't know where. I think it's B. I'm gonna stick with B for now. I might move it later. We'll see. I can do whatever I want. We have Call the Night season 2, season 3. I think it's season 2. Call the Night once again surprised me. I did. Call the Night continues to outperform itself as far as I'm concerned. I do not think it belongs in this tier. I think it's somewhere A-B range. But the aesthetics and just the vibe of the series just will not let me put it that low. It is the most relaxing vibe I've ever seen in anime. Just when they're standing out on the street and everything's bathed in like a purple or a yellow light, I'm just like, oh, this is the most chill thing. And I just relax and I was like, this is nice. This is really nice. I like this. And I can't get over that fact. I absolutely love the aesthetic of that series. The story itself is really interesting. I think it was better than season 1 story-wise as we slowly dug into the character's past a little more, so I enjoyed that a lot. I don't think it belongs as high, but it's where I'm putting it. It's an S-tier series for me. Somehow. It was good. I really love it. I think I guess I'm kind of torn on how the detective was dealt with in her story. Because I love the detective. She was absolutely insane. And I thought she was great. But her arc, like, I was so confused because there were so many times where she showed powers that were very inhuman. Like, she was ultra powerful. Yes, in reality, she had no power. And I'm like, how is that possible? I don't know if it's because she had the weakness of the vampires and, like, on her person in her hand, or if it just played out that way. It was very strange. It was very, very strange. Anyways, rambling. I got a lot more to go. Next up, Zenshu. This one I know. This is an easy one. I think it's C tier. Zenshu had a great premise. I thought the characters were good outside of the freaking God, magical unicorn character who I could not stand. Outside of that worthless character, Unio. That was the character's name. Outside of Unio, I like the characters. I hated Unio immensely. The story was really well done. I really enjoyed the story. I just don't think it was executed super well. That is the reason why it's a C tier and not higher up. Because I think it easily could have been a B tier anime if it was done properly. I don't think it got there though. Good approach, yeah. I agree. I believe it had a very good approach. I liked what it was doing. I liked the thought of it. But it didn't get there. And it happens. The next one is... Oh, that's the Dark History of the Villainess. That's the one that just finished. Alright, this one's tough for me. It's a Villainess series. As you all know, we got really good. That's fair. I think Beauty's perfectly fine for that. Dark History of the Reincarnated Villainess. The main character. Hilarious. Might have been the funniest character of the entire season for me. Or the entire year for me, for that matter. She is brilliant. She single-handedly carried this series. Without her, it was an instant drop. I would not have gotten 5 minutes into the first episode. The other characters, mostly tolerable outside of one, who I can't stand. Thankfully, he didn't play a huge part in the series. The story was fine. I liked a couple of the twists that happened. Hmm. 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 I think it's B tier. I don't think it made it to A. Again, that's another one that I think could go either A or B. It could be, I think it might be like a B plus. That might be two series that could be B plus for me. Huh. Because, let's be real, I do not think it was a very good series. I just enjoyed it so freaking much because the main character is so brilliant. She has the wackiest mind. And that was so entertaining to watch. I loved watching that. It was fun. Good brain rot? That's a good take. uh, yeah, I think I'll leave it B for now. Up next, I know that image. Yeah, that's who it is. This is Apothecary Diaries Season 2. Nothing else needs to be said. Easily S tier. S plus. It was... I won't know until I'm done. I think it's my anime of the year. I think it's my anime of the year. We'll see. There's one or two other series I think that can contend with it, but it's probably my anime of the year. Apothecary Diaries Season 2 blew my mind. Bug Girl. Incredible character. Like, Bug Girl was my favorite character of this season, and Mao Mao is a top 5 character all time for me. That tells you how much I love that series. That I put a new character in. I liked her more than Mao Mao for the season. Even though Mao Mao is a top 5 all-time character. Honestly, Mao Mao might be a top 3 all-time character for me. Mao Mao is perfection in animation. She's a perfect character. That's not, I can't say that. That's not something I say about characters. But she's a perfect character. Everything about this series is perfect. And the way it ended, mind-blowing. I was so freaking happy with how it ended. Because I would have been devastated if it went the other way. If you know, you know. Mama was great. Bug Girl season for sure. Right? Bug Girl is great. I love Bug Girl. I think that's an easy one. What? Oh, this is MD Detective or whatever? I think it's MD Detective. MD, no, not that. It's Detective. It is MD Doctor Detective. Okay, I'm gonna go MD Doctor Detective. I struggle with this one. This one had some absolutely brilliant plots. We had a locked room murder mystery. We had spontaneous combustion. We had drowning when there was no water. We had all the stuff. Server Girlfriend? Wait, she's getting a spin-off series? There's no way. That's awesome. That's pretty cool. I mean, Strike While the Iron is hot. I mean, because Apothecary Diaries is brilliant. So, yeah. I'm totally fine with that. Yeah. So this had some absolutely incredible, like, mysteries to solve. What annoyed me so much, though, was the suspension of disbelief with the fire scene. In particular, that one immediately comes to mind. A building is burning down around them, and they're sitting in the middle of the room. They're just sitting there chilling. They're not getting singed. They're not coughing. They're not breathing. They're just chilling. And I'm like, hello, you'd probably catch on fire just to the proximity of the heat. Like, and you would be hacking like crazy because of all the smoke inhalation. And they sat there for like 10 minutes in this burning house. And I'm like, are you serious? Flames from floor to ceiling, engulfed. And they're just chilling like nothing's wrong. And I'm like, what is this? That pissed me off so much because everything else was really well done. But that scene in particular, I'm like, really? Come on, man. Like, there was zero realism there. Granted, the series isn't based on realism, but the plots, the cases they were solving were really well done, and honestly, were based in realism. They got very interesting later on, Joseph. Very interesting. There was, let's see, what was there? Let's see, there was the spontaneous human combustion. I think that was the first one. No, it was the second one. The first one was a kid getting sick, which got revisited later on because there was another layer to that onion. Spontaneous human combustion. There was a plague that was making everybody sick. There was the locked room murder mystery. I think there was one more. It was someone who got their leg bit off by a creature that should not exist. That's what it was. Yeah. Fascinating cases. I like them. The fire, though, drove me so freaking nuts. I think it's a C. Like, I want to put it B, but I can't do it. I cannot do it. Okay, image. What is this one? Hello? The Diamonds of Roswell. Yeah, it does get better. Except for that one scene I'm referring to. That scene, I wanted to punch my monitor. I was so annoyed by it. Outside of that, I enjoyed it a lot. What is this image? I'm gonna have to scan everything unless you. Image scan. I do not know this one at all. Oh, no. No. Was it a series I dropped? That might be why. It was the series I dropped. No, I didn't recognize it. Yubel Blatt. I was like, I don't know the series at all. What in the world? How did this get on my list? Yeah, Yubel Blatt. I remember people saying, oh, this is a great series. It has amazing action, all that stuff. It wasn't that good. It didn't do anything for me. It was a very easy drop. I remember how I had a distinct reason as to why I dropped it at the time. If you ask me in current time why I dropped it, I don't actually know, though, because I cannot remember why. Some do the main character being like super OP in the past, but now they're super weak now and they don't want to kill or something like that. I don't know. I just think it just didn't work for me. It was bad. Oh, this one is the weird one. I can. I know the name of this one. Momentary Lily. This tells you how bad One Punch Man is. It's not in the same tier as One Punch Man. Momentary Lily. Wow. What to say? The animation. Very intense animation, right? They animated every single strand of hair on the characters' heads. Gohan's, you mad lads. You people are insane. Can't remember any of that. I don't remember how it ended either. I have no idea. I just remember characters being insane, characters dying. Oh, wait. Were there clones? Question mark? There are other copies of themselves? They were created by the bad guys? But they were themselves and they were supposed to fight against them, but they chose not to or something? I don't remember. It was an incredibly convoluted story once it got towards the end. And that really killed it, because honestly, I thought the story up until that point with the clones was pretty interesting. Despite the overly animated stuff. Because it was overly animated. It was way too animated. But yeah, it was just a D. It was just a D. Yeah. Yeah, it was bad. The summer that Hikaru died. Probably the best Body Snatcher series I've seen. I absolutely loved the story. I loved watching the mental breakdown of the main character. That was so freaking well done. Like, you haven't seen the season 1? I mean, honestly, I think that's for the better. I think that's honestly for the better. Because One Punch Man, whew, like, season 1, like 10 out of 10, peak anime, potential, like, I would have no problem people saying it's the best anime of all time. I can't quite do that, but I have no problem with others doing that. Season 2, not good. It was maybe like a 6.5 out of 10. I think this season like a 3 out of 10, which is definitely F status. It was bad. So bad. It's still an episode to go. It doesn't matter. I don't care what happens. It's not moving above the F tier. The summer Hikaru died, though. Wow. Absolutely brilliant. Oh. You gotta catch up then, McSuper. Let's go. Yeah, watching the main character go through the struggles of what is happening around him was so well done. Like, you could visibly see him, like, processing thoughts and, like, what do I want to do? Is this the right... Am I on the right path here? Do I want to, like, turn my best friend in? Or do I want to side with him? Or what? And it all accumulates to the breaking point. And it was so awesome. And then he's like, oh, well, I tried that. Didn't work. We're going down this path now. It was so freaking good. I cannot wait for season 2 of this. Because I want to know what happens. Because it's brilliant. I think it's brilliantly written. Some people say it's boring, it's too slow. I disagree. I think it's incredibly well done. Oh, this one I know the name of. This is Flower and Asura. This was the reading series, yeah? Where they were reading short stories or parts of things, and they were like transporting themselves to another world. VA talent wise, mind blowing. Story wise, we didn't get that much. Like what we had like one mini competition, and then they were just like training for some big competition, and then it ended. I'm like, what? I need more. It had a very like terrible ending. Like it was just a cliffhanger, and nothing happened. Yeah, it's a decent show. Like it's hard to believe that was this year. Because I'm like, oh yeah, like I'm debating between B and C. Like I think the quality of what I saw was B tier, but I think the story was C tier because it's incomplete. If there was more story to it, if we got more of what was gonna happen in the first season, I'd put a B tier. But because we didn't, and it just kind of ended in an abrupt fashion, I think I don't remember. Again, it's been a while. I think it's just C tier. Best of the C tier though. Although I should probably do that afterwards. Anyways, moving on. This is what, The Greatest Alchemist or something? Alchemist. Possibly the greatest alchemist of all time. What to do with possibly the greatest alchemist of all time? It's not a good series. I'm saying that up front. I don't think it's a good series. But I enjoyed it. It shouldn't have been good. It wasn't good. But what happened was mildly entertaining. Like the MC being completely oblivious to how powerful he is was interesting yet frustrating at the same time. I don't know. Like in reality, it should probably be here. Because this is the kind of series I hate. But for some reason, I actually enjoyed this one. I think it's C tier? Even though I don't believe it belongs there? Like, I should probably honestly put it there? That's tough. It's probably D tier. Who am I kidding? It was not a good series. Like, I'm actually going to change my rating. I'm going to lower my rating because I have a higher rating here. It should be much lower. That makes me feel better. Actually, let's do... There we go. Proper rating now on my official list. I dropped it like 2 whole spots. Yeah, I think it's D tier. I don't think it was that good. Then we have Spy Family season. I just finished this. Season 2? Season 3? What was Spy Family? What season was it? Season 3. Okay. Another one I'm going to struggle with. Was it better than season 1? I don't know, actually. Like, the arcs that happened, Lloyd's backstory was... It was good, but it's not what I wanted to see. Because this is, for the most part, a full-blown comedy with some dramatic elements to it. Lloyd's backstory was full drama. I didn't care for that. That's the reason why this is A tier and not S tier. Similar reason. Anya's stuff. Anya's bits were amazing as always because it's Anya. Yor didn't have a lot of content this season. She hung out with the mother a few times, Damien's mother a couple times, and that was about it. We had a lot of great Fiona content, especially at the end. That was great. Like, I'm debating between A and S. The bus arc was amazing. Yes, with Anya, mind-blowingly great. Like, I'm debating here or here. It's either A or S. I think individual arcs were S rank, but I feel like the season overall was just A. Was just A rank. But I don't know what that does for me. Like, I still want to put an S tier. Needs more. Yes, needs more Borf. I agree with that. We need more Borf. Borf is great. All right, I'm gonna leave it S for now, and we'll see where it goes. This next one, I have no idea on that image. I have an idea though. That was. Okay. Summer Pockets. Oh boy, we're gonna rant here. Summer Pockets is one of the latest drops I've ever done. Hat off for this because I'm gonna be sweating by the time I'm done. My family's good. I agree, it's very good. Summer Pockets. Oh boy. You got out at a good time, McSuper. First arc, Luggage Girl. Best arc of the series, not close. Loved Luggage Girl. I was like, oh, if this is where we're going, it's gonna be great. Second arc, we had, if I can say her phrase, Mugu Girl. Did not like her. I thought she was terrible. Third arc was Aoi, Pervert Girl. Almost as good as Luggage Girl. Very entertaining. Fourth arc we got in, or fourth bit was no, this counts as current season. Current season is here. Like, we just had Spy Family. Spy Family's here. This is calendar year with the exception of Orb. Orb I threw in because I had not started it last year when it began airing. I didn't start until this year, calendar year, and I wanted to talk about it. So that's why Orb is here, even though it technically shouldn't be. God, it was. Let me check. I gotta do character names here. The Shiroha arc was really bad. So Spy Family Season 2? Oof. The Shiroha arc was boring. I was bored. Because I felt like I had seen enough of that in pieces through the other arcs. Because she was always there. Shiroha was an ever-present character in the story. Then we got to the main character, the conclusion arc. Like, I even blanked on her name. Umi's arc. It was literally the same as Shiroha's arc, but it was so dull because it was like 8 episodes long. I'm like, I was getting comments like, oh, it needed to be longer. They needed more content. I'm like, no, I wanted it shorter. I wanted it 2 episodes long so I get through this garbage instead of rehashing the same thing I've already seen 3 times with nothing new for me. I was so bored out of my mind. I'm like, oh my God, just end it already. It is one of the worst Key series I've seen. I've watched, I want to say, the bulk of the Key series that have been animated. It is second from the bottom, I'm going to say. It really, really dropped the ball, and I was very disappointed after how well it started out, because it started out really, really good. I thought it was a great start, and then it fell apart. Because I just don't think the characters were good. And yeah, like, it was the latest drop I've ever done, I think. What episode was I on? Second latest drop. Summer Pockets. I watched 22 and 26. I had 4 episodes to go. I believe this is the second latest drop I've ever done. I don't like doing that. I like finishing it. But I hated it so much, I got out. See, okay, yeah, I kind of felt that too. But I just felt it dragged on for too long. I didn't like the last 2 characters they did because, 1, I'd seen the content already through everything else. And 2, I had no attachment to these characters. They were the 2 least interesting characters in the entire series. Like, I didn't care about Umi or Shiroha. The coolest characters were done in the beginning. And I'm just like, I don't want to watch this. Yeah, because like if I had to rank the key series that I've seen, it's like Angel Beats, Charlotte, uh, Kanon second version, like Kanon 2018 or whatever the year it was. Then it was Air. Then it's like Clannad After Story. Then it's Summer Pockets. Then Clannad at the bottom because Clannad is one of the worst things I've ever seen. Yeah, second from the bottom. Not a good series. Hated it very, very much. Next up, what is that image? I don't know who that is. Some dude with a sword. Is that another? That's probably another series I dropped. Not gonna lie. Let me do a quick checkaroonie. That's Fruit Master. It is definitely a series I dropped. Then all right. Your favorite? Oh, that's sad. To each their own. Like it's. I hated it. If you love it, that's great for you. I don't hate it. I have not seen Little Busters. That's one that's like I think on my list I need to watch at some point. I just don't have time to watch stuff, sadly. So this is Bogus Skill Fruit Man. Oh, okay. I was gonna say Fruit Man. Like I don't even remember this series. I'm like I watched 4 episodes of this. How? I don't remember it at all. No, I remember it. I remember it. It started out honestly. Oh, happy birthday, Christopher. That's very cool. Yeah, my birthday is tomorrow. Look at that. Yeah, Fruit Master. Another series I dropped. Easy drop. I'll put it there already. I thought the premise wasn't terrible. It was cliched enough. I mean, it's friggin' One Piece with the fruits, but the main guy can eat multiple fruits or something. And that was fine. The action was fine. It was, again, fine in quotes. It's like a 5 out of 10 or something like that, right? I have not watched any Bleach of Thousand Year Blood War or whatever. I will get to it someday, I promise. Like, that'll be something I watch on my own time. I just need a bad season to be able to watch it. Which I'm hoping I will discover tomorrow when I do the season preview stream tomorrow. I'll be saying that a few times. Season preview stream tomorrow! Don't forget! Yeah, and then there was something in episode 4 where they summoned a fairy. And the fairy did something, and I was like, oh, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And I dropped it on the spot. That's what I remember. I remember something about some stupid fairy, and it sucked. That was that. I was like, okay, bad. Very bad. Moving on. Another drop series. This is an easy one. Gachiakuta. This, I will say, is not a bad series. It's probably a C tier series. But, multiple factors. It's shonen. It's shonen action, which is something I notoriously hate. And 2, I just didn't care for it. Like, it had all the shonen tropes that I can't stand. So for me, it was a very quick drop. I think I got like 3 or 4 episodes in, and I dropped it. It's not a bad series. I will not hate on the series, because I don't think it's bad. It's just not for me, because I don't like shonen series for the most part. I still watch a lot of them, but they have to hit the right things and not fall into the same tropes. And this one sadly did. So. Image check. What in the world is that? Got further than fair? Alright, it's not a series I dropped. I have no idea what this red one is. I'm just scanning the list, looking at the images, seeing if I can pick it. See if I can find it. Airplane keg spin up. Oh god. Da, 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 da. Oh, that's the Chainsaw Man movie. Oh, yo, it is Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man Rize arc. Dun, 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 dun. Not hard. 100% S plus tier. One of the better movies I've seen. Rize, I have not done it yet. Belongs on my best character all time list. She was in the movie for. We saw her for maybe an hour and 10 minutes. And she's one of my favorite characters of all time. absolutely loved Rize to death. She is amazing, incredible action, like mind-blowingly good action for 3/4 of the movie practically, and I loved it. I loved everything about the movie. This is the other oddball list. It's the only movie I put on the list, mostly because I don't watch movies. But yeah, is going on the list, even though it's not like in my. I mean, I guess it could technically count as a top 10 anime of the year. I could technically do that. Yeah, why not? Why not? I can do that. That's fine. Yeah, but amazing, absolutely amazing stuff. Just Rize is the best. I love Rize so much. Like where do I rank her in my best girl list? I don't know, but she's definitely up there. She might be like in the 12 to 15 range, I'm gonna say. That's high for me. That's really high. Next up, Solo Leveling Season 2. I'd need to debate between S and S plus. It's a tough debate. Because once again, it's a shonen series. Like, here's the difference between like Gachiakuta and Solo Leveling. Solo Leveling doesn't fall for the tropes. It doesn't have all the annoying shonen tropes that I despise. Well, I was going to pull the driveway, but they did not, thank God. It'd be a little weird at 1 in the morning. It was an amazing season. It was really, really freaking good. Is it? It might be like top of the S tier, bottom of the S plus tier. Because it did everything right as far as action goes, for me. It was incredible action. Much like the Chainsaw Man movie. That's tough. That's really tough. I don't actually know. I think it's good with S plus. I think it's back at the S plus. I think that's fine. Next up, this is Reborn. Reborn as Aristocrat. Old man reborn as Aristocrat. I'm gonna put that A tier. This was an unbelievably brilliant premise of some old geezer getting reincarnated as royalty, as female royalty. It was so freaking funny. Comedy was on point. It was amazing. Loved it, and I would love a season 2 of this. Wait, did this complete? Did he get out? I don't remember. It's been so long, I don't remember. But I loved it. I loved it a lot. Moving on. Look at that next image. Once again, I have no idea what that image is. Oh, it is Shield Hero, I think. Nobody get out. Okay, thank you. I'm pretty sure it's Shield Hero. Let me check. Also, a search is wrong search over here. Shield or not Hero. Oh, I screwed up. Man, it took me out of my list. I gotta reset my list again. 2025, please. Thank you. Now I'll do a search. Search for find. Shield. Right, Shield Hero Season 4. Yes, it is a Shield Hero Season 4. I'm going to say something that I think a lot of people that I hope a lot of other people also feel. I feel like Shield Hero has run its course. It's not doing it for me anymore. I don't think it's that good. Like, I feel like it's like Season 1, brilliant. Season 2, garbage. Season 3 was pretty good. Season 3 was entertaining. Season 4 is like coming down. It's not quite as bad as Season 2. but it just didn't do it for me. Like the storyline and the arcs just kind of ho hum boring. Yeah, it lacks the drama. I'm no longer feeling the drama that season one in particular had. Like I don't feel like the life and death threat anymore. It's just them going about their days, and it's I'm bored. Shield Hero is boring to me now. Like I don't think if when I'm not gonna say if when season 5 comes out, I don't think I'm gonna watch it unless there's absolutely nothing else for me to watch because it doesn't do anything for me. Yeah, doesn't feel like anything. I get that feeling because it's just subpar now. It's just I feel like the drama has run its course and now it's just a generic isekai series. Because like all the big things have been dealt with, like they're still dealing with the waves. I haven't seen a wave in like 2 seasons. Hey Jazz, welcome. You came early enough. Very nice. You can see my list. I'm having fun. This is a good time. I'm struggling. I've been struggling real bad on where to put some of these. But yeah, I think Shield Hero is just subpar now. It's coming down. It's coming down. This next image, I have no idea what that image is either. Do. It is such a unique image. Oh, there it is. Oh, this is Dynanoji. Dynanoji Season 2. This is a shonen series that is really well done. Once again, the animation is fantastic. The action is mind-blowing. One Punch Man, eat your heart out. This is how you do action. I think it's S tier. It's a series that has no right being S tier. It should probably be B tier. For the content that it has, it's a B tier series. But it is so well done, and Lloyd is such a fantastic main character. It's just S tier. It's S tier. It's a great series. I love it. I love it a lot. And there we go. That's a pretty easy S tier rank for me. I think this next one is this done much or Dan to Dan season 2? Nope, that is the image. Welp? Oh, there we go. This is a ninja and assassin under one roof. Ninkoro, yes. Hello, Clash. Welcome in. I really like the series. I thought the series was great. Like, I'm debating S tier, honestly. I feel like this is another one that's like an A+. I want to put it between these two. Because as far as comedy goes, brilliant comedy. Absolutely nuts comedy. And it was so entertaining. I didn't want it to end. And the drama that happened was like really good drama. It was a series done right. And I kind of want to reward that by putting it S tier. So many S tiers. I kind of want to make an A+ rank. Because that would like really clean up this list a little bit. But I don't think we need an A+ rank. Did we? Did we need an A+? Chef did Chef things. It absolutely did. It was a quality Chef series. Like, yeah, the animation is great. The head tilts. The perfect head tilts. Oh, they were so good. So freaking good. I'm going to leave it S tier for now. I'm going to leave it S tier. I believe this one is Sakamoto Days. Yeah. This is another series I dropped. I watched one episode and Snap dropped it. I was told this was going to be good. I was told it was going to be interesting. And it did absolutely nothing for me. I don't know if it ended up being good. I don't know if it was just generally good and it's not for me. I don't know, but I didn't like it. So it was a very quick and easy, painless drop, which those are the kinds of series I love. I love it when I can drop a series after one episode. I'm like, nice, I'm done. I'm moving on. I have other things to watch. And it being really good. Happens. I can't watch them all. Didn't care too much. There we go. There's the other side of it. This next one is Apocalypse Bringer Manohara? Yeah. The Atu series. This series is all about Atu. Like, the premise, I think the premise is fine. The execution was just okay. But Atu was such a brilliant character, I almost want to put an A tier just for Atu. But I don't know if I can. I don't think it's quite A tier. Because the action was not great. The action was average for this kind of series. The characters sucked outside of Atu. The story was good. I talked myself into B tier. It's a B tier anime. It's a B tier anime. Yeah, it's B tier. It's B tier. I'm okay with that. Next one I think is the last one I dropped, question mark? It is. I'm getting married to a girl I hate in my class. How much you've watched, right? I know, it's hard. Like, I don't remember watching this series. I'm getting married to a girl I hate in my class. This was another drop series. It was another late drop. I dropped after episode 8. I do not recall the exact reason as to why I dropped. I don't remember if they introduced like a new character for absolutely no reason who was like a love triangle situation, or if I just got really annoyed with their content. The sister didn't like, thank you, Sarah. That's what I thought it was. It was the third character. That's right. They brought her in. I absolutely detested her presence. I'm like, she is so awful. And I snap dropped it. See, watch 100 anime a year. 100 anime is a lot. Like, oh yeah, since, for those who don't know, my list, everything I watched this year, 69. Very nice. But 2 of them technically don't belong. One is a movie, Chainsaw Man, Rize Arc, doesn't belong. And Orb technically aired last year. But I did not start watching it until this year, and it did air, the second core did air in 2025, so I'm like, you know what, I'll put it in here anyways. So in reality, I watched 67 series. You are very welcome for that. Yeah. Yeah, it was the sister. I hated the sister immensely. Snap drop. I had no issue with that because I was able to stomach the chibi content just barely, and that is what pushed it over the edge for me. Excuse me. What in the world is that image? I have no idea what that image is. The baffling arc, the next arc. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. What in the world is that one? It's a series I don't think I liked. Based on the image. I'm like, this is one of those generic series that wasn't very good, I think? Question mark. Slowly scaling through all the series. No, I already did that one. No. I feel there's gonna be some meaningless. Oh. Yeah. I don't know what the series is. I hate that it's so tiny. I can't. I'm gonna check drop series again. I think it's a drop series. But I think I've done all the drop series at this point. Nope, I didn't. It was one more. Oh, this. Oh, God, this one was so bad. This was the Worthless Appraiser class. It was terrible across the board. I gave it 3 episodes. It didn't even deserve 1. Snap drop. Awful. Yeah. Just terrible. Just terrible series. Trash. This next one, this is, I believe, my final drop series. We're on 2 rows now. That's sad. Yeah, Unnamed Memories Season 2. The first season of Unnamed Memories was amazing. I loved it so much. It was might have been my surprise of the year anime. I was like, this is really, really freaking good. despite the flaws that it had, primarily pacing. Season 2, the worst pacing I have ever seen in anime, probably. At least in recent memory, past several years. Worst pacing I've ever seen. I'm like, you know what? I'll just read. I will just, at some point, break down and read. Because that was bad. And I was devastated because I absolutely loved the first season. It was so good. And then it just fell apart. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine. Very sad, but that's fine. And I think actually there's one more series I got on the drop list. What is the next? I don't know the next one either, actually. That's the problem. Like, I don't know images very... Oh, there, I found it already. Okay. Windbreaker Season 2. Windbreaker is good. I enjoy Windbreaker. The action is really good. The characters are okay. The action is solid. It could be better, but I feel it falls into the shonen tropes I don't really care for that much. So I'm debating between B and A again. I think it's B tier. It's probably B tier. It's B tier. It's a B tier anime. It is a shonen series that I enjoy that could be much better if it ditched some of the garbage shonen tropes and was no longer shonen. Just how it goes. Yeah, that's an easy one. Next up, another image I can't tell what that is. What the hell is that? You guys can't see either. I scrolled down. Maybe you guys can tell me what it is. It's such a tiny little image. No. Oh, there we go. Once Upon a Witch's Death. I think the premise itself was good, but they just ignored it for the majority of the series. Like it was her collecting the tears of people that she truly helped or something. Hello, Red Razor, welcome! You came in about halfway through. Perfect timing. Yeah, I feel like they kind of gave up on her collecting her 100 or 1,000 tears, whatever she needed in the year's time that she had. And I was like, this is bad. Because I want to see her collect tears. I wanted to see her do I wanted this to be very episodic, where she collects a tear like every episode or whatnot. Similar to like Not So Many Book of Friends. How that is a very episodic series because it works so well for it. I feel like this series would have done the same thing. Instead, we got these really weird arcs where she doesn't collect any tears. In the next episode, she has like 30 more tears or something. I'm like, very weird. I didn't like that. So it's a C tier. It's fine. Next up, we have Kaiju number 8, Season 2. I can tell that by the image. Kaiju was good, I think? It was okay. Kaiju number 8. Kaiju number 8, Season 2. So many numbers. Was fine? Question mark? Some aspects were better than Season 1. Some were worse than Season 1. Like how the MC was struggling to transform. I didn't really like that. Like, yeah, I like it when a character like overcomes an adversity to become more powerful. I think that's good versus just randomly powering up. I just didn't think it was well executed. It could have been done better. I liked seeing his buddy get stronger. I thought that was good. I like seeing the girl whose name I can't remember. Kikoru get stronger because Kikoru is awesome. Yeah, but it's just I think it was just fine. Again, shonen series I enjoyed. Could have been better. I need to clean my glasses because they are really freaking dirty right now. Yeah. Kaiju number 8. It's fine. Will I watch a season 3? Yeah. Will I be excited for it? No. It's just another series. It's another one that I can already tell is starting to run its course. Like if it gets to like a season 5, I don't know if I'd watch like a season 5. Because I think I'd be just bored with it at that time. And that's just how it goes. Next up, we have Rock is a Lady's Modesty, because I know this image. Yeah, buddy. That was, despite the rather iffy animation at times, I believe this is S tier. I don't think it was S plus, but it had brilliant music and some absolutely amazing characters. And yeah, I just loved that it was. I just loved how well done it was. It was very fun. I was incredibly entertained by pretty much everything in that series. It blew my mind for a music series because I don't watch music series very often. This one was good. I enjoyed this one a lot. Gotta swirl the chocolate that's stuck to the bottom. Swirl, swirl, swirl. Shake the camera. Mm. Woo! That last bit was very strong. The drink stuck to the chocolate. Okay. Okay. Actually, I got 2 rows left. That's a perfect time for a break. I'm gonna do a pee break and refill my drink of some other stuff. And I'll be back. So I'll be back in 2 minutes. I'll be back in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes flat. Let's go. Woo. Bumping things in the back. All right, here we go. Here we go. Get my light back on. Keep me warm because it's cold here. I don't need my headset. I'm so used to putting my headset on when I'm doing this. But we're back. And we have 2 rows. I didn't move down low enough. 2 rows to go. 60% done. My God, this is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. All right, this is... I have a crush at work? Yes. I have a crush at work. Like, I'm checking something here. Yeah. I'm like, because I'm looking at the rating I gave this and I was like, I don't remember thinking it was that good, but I'm like, wait a minute, maybe it was that good? Was it actually that good? I don't know if it was. Like, I remember thinking it was adorable, and there was a lot of sus content that happened. I was like, oh, that was unexpected. Maybe that's why I was like, oh, this is taking a more adult approach to the rom-com stuff because it's, you know, it's post school. I was like, I love that stuff and it's really good. Like, in terms of where I rate it, it should probably be S tier, but I'm gonna put it A tier just because I want to fill in some A. I need some more A's. I remember this being a really, really good series. And yeah, I was very pleased. Very pleased indeed with that series. Okay. Okay. Let's go there. Okay. Next up, what is next? Oh, I remember that series. Do I know what it's called? Absolutely not. I have no idea what that series is called. We're gonna have to scroll the entire thing because I do not have a. Oh, there we go. Betrothed to my sister's ex. This is another series that really, really surprised me. I didn't think it was going to be very good, but it did pretty much everything I wanted it to? Question mark. It had some incredibly cute moments. It had some really dark and great twists, like the Cinderella twist it had on the story. Fantastic! I love the way it played out. Honestly, I think it's A tier. Like in reality, this series is like a full tier higher than this series, but they both kind of fit into this spot. Why? I don't know. I'm just ranking stuff. Don't look at me. I have no idea why, but it's an A tier series. I enjoyed it a lot, a whole lot, and yeah, it is what it is, I guess. Next up, this is the old guy, the OG son that gets reincarnated and fights stuff. What is that series called again? From Old Country Bumpkin to Master Swordsman. This was an okay series. The action was good. It was satisfying. Agreed, it was very satisfying. I liked it a lot. Like, it was one of those series that I don't think it had any right being that good, in a very similar vein to Villainess kind of series, because they always are incredibly entertaining to me, even though I don't think the content is worthy of it being super entertaining. It just does the right things. How can I phrase this properly? It's like a series is given like a 6 out of 10 content to work with, but it does a 10 out of 10 job with it, versus a series that is given a 10 out of 10 content to work with, but it gives us a 3 out of 10. I'm looking at you, One Punch Man. That is kind of what that series, like what Betrothal X was. Sisters X, that's what that series was, and that's what the other one was. It does what it does. Yeah, it does it really well, and I was happy with that. Yeah, the Country Bumpkin and Master Swordsman, I think it was a C. It was fine. It really felt harem-y to me, even though it really wasn't. I think there was only like one, maybe two characters that liked him. But just the way it played out felt super harem-y, and I don't like, harem series, with the exception of the 100 Girlfriends one. That one I enjoy for some unknown reason, but yeah. It is what it is, I guess. I don't know. It's just one of those ones that it was fun. Next up, we have Secrets of the Silent Witch. Through the first 4 episodes, this was an S+ series. And then it kind of fell off the mark a bit. This is another series very similar to which one was it? Wasn't that one? Wasn't that one? Which one was it? Oh, very similar to the guild lady, or the guild receptionist, where it had incredible, brilliant comedy. It was Bocchi the Rock in a magic world that was so freaking brilliant. And then it brought in the drama. And it wasn't just light drama, like little bits of drama here and there. No, it went heavy drama. And it focused on the drama. And it removed the comedy. The comedy was the starring role for the series for me. And it disappeared in the second half, just like Guild Receptionist. So this went from an S tier or S+ to just S. I kind of want to drop it to A rank, but I don't think it's better than A rank. It's better than A tier. It's just S. I wanted to put it there though, but I wish it was S+ because it started out S+ and it was so close to being there, and then it fell apart, and I was so sad. I was legitimately upset when it decided to go the route of drama when it didn't need to, because the comedy was so good. Next up, we have a Heron Sun Season 2. I rated this pretty lowly, didn't I? Yeah. No, actually, I rated that highly. I disagree. This is why I like doing this now, because I have on my personal list, I have it like an 8 out of 10. I don't think it was an 8 out of 10. I think it was more like a 6.5 out of 10. I think it's C rank. Like 8 out of 10 would put it like a solid B plus-ish range, probably like a B range. I think it was definitively C. I don't think it did enough. We didn't have enough of the one side character. I feel like there was progress made between the two of them, but the comedy just kind of fell flat for me this season, I think is what it was. It just wasn't quite there. Next up, we have Witchworks. Witchworks? Witch Watch! Not Witchworks. That's a different series. Witch Watch. Witch Watch was great. Witch Watch is just straight A tier. No higher, no lower, no fuss there. It's just solidly A tier. Great comedy. The action when we had it was decent. And I love the crazy antics that always happened around the MC's magic. It was very funny. And the characters overall, I like the entire cast. Nemu, best girl, need more Nemu. But Witch Watch was good. I enjoyed Witch Watch a lot. Alright. This next one. Yeah. With You in the Rain. Fell off. Yeah, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with saying that. Yeah, I think it fell off a little bit. Sure. It was one of those series that, like, I feel like we better be in just a one-quarter season. 12, 13 episodes, not 24. Because it didn't need all that. Although, I guess if they want to get to a particular point in the story, that's fine. But it was just not needed. Nemu, of course Nemu's the best. Nemu's adorable, dude. It's her bow. It's her bow and her hair. It just makes her so freaking cute. I love her immensely. I love Nemu so much. With You in the Rain. This is one of those series, I think if I watched this, I don't know, a decade ago, I'd be like, oh, this series is garbage. I was like, this is such a boring slice of life series. It's no good. Now that I've gotten older, it's... Oh, let me check. Nemu was the best. Damn straight. Gotta look up her name. Fuji. Fuji, for me, is an all-time great character. I thought Fuji was, as far as I'm concerned, a perfect character. It's chill but done so well, exactly. Like, the content of what happened, it didn't blow my mind. Even the manga Nemu's still the best. Nice. Nemu's just so cute, man. And I love her swapping between the cat and human form and like wanting to be a cat so she gets petted but like doesn't want to do it and get caught. It's so cute. Fuji is amazing. Fuji is honestly, if I was just ranking the series just on Fuji, Fuji's here. Fuji is an S+ tier character. The series itself, I think it's A rank. I don't think it's better than A. I don't think it's quite S rank. Because not enough. It's a great slice of life series. It's super chill. It's really well done in what it does. But I can't justify putting it here. I want to, but I can't because of Fuji. I want to put it there. I want to put it here because of Fuji. I want to put it here because of the story. But I believe it belongs in A rank. I believe it's A rank. That's fine. Next up, we have Apocalypse Hotel. I did not expect anything out of Apocalypse Hotel going in. Like, not whatsoever. I thought this was going to be a average series. It was going to do nothing for me. And then it blew my friggin' mind. Apocalypse Hotel, so funny. Like, the Tanuki family, like, I thought I was getting really tired of the Tanuki family, like, becoming, like, the main cast of the storyline once they got there. They kind of did for, like, an episode. But then, like, the time changed. And some of them got older, like, they aged. I was like, oh, this changes things entirely. Because they went from being little tiny kids to being, like, teenagers or, like, young adults or even just actual adults. And everything changed. I'm like, oh, this is so freaking good now. Apocalypse Hotel, brilliant. It might have been my anime of the season. The season that aired, maybe? I don't know what it aired with, if I'm being honest. But I think it was. Apocalypse Hotel, brilliant. And now another one. A series that I do not need to look up. Fragrant Flower. Fragrant Flower. The best romance series, the best pure romance series I have ever seen. Probably ever seen, I think. Like, it did everything right. S plus, absolutely S plus, absolutely. The characters, they talk to one another. Do you know what the problem is with 90% of characters in anime? They don't talk to one another. That is my biggest gripe with anime in general. Why? Because they need a way to slow down the story. Here's my heart. Fair. I don't think it's as good as this. Like, I think this is a better pure romance. There's My Heart is a... Honestly, no, you're right. It kind of is, ain't it? It's still pretty good. I think this is better than Dangerous My Heart, though. I'll say that. Dangerous My Heart is probably also S+, but I don't think it is at the same level as Fragrant Flower. But no, characters talk to each other. Like, I just look at these series. You know what happens? If My Dress Up Darling, if the characters talk to each other, they'd be dating already. They would have been dating by episode 3 of season 1. Mind-blowing what happens when you talk, right? Hikaru. Everything would change if they talked. Can you imagine a spy film if the characters actually talk to each other? Mind-blowing things would happen, right? This is what happens when characters talk to each other. We get progress. We get quality progress. Quality drama. Quality romance. It was just, everything was... Oh, I freaking love this series. This is a series that I wanted to read this year. I just could not get around to it. Blue Box, I believe, is this year. I'm looking at the list. I don't see it, but I'm pretty sure it was this year. Do I know? I don't know. Next up, because Fragrant Flower. I'm just going to move it up here because where it belongs. It's fighting for Anime of the Year for me. You guys can't say that very well. Fighting for Anime of the Year. Those two. Next up, we have Shoshimin Season 2. I know Shoshimin gets a lot of flack for like being boring or having like, because I dub it mundane mysteries. The mysteries this season weren't so mundane. They were a lot more serious and a lot more intense. And I still think that what's her name? Shoshimin Yuki Osanai. I still think that Osanai, one, was the culprit in some of these cases. I believe she was the starter in some of them. She got things going. And two, I believe she is incredibly dangerous. She is an absolutely terrifying... I believe she is 100% a sociopath. And I believe she is going to drag Jogoro over the edge. Like, if this was, like, real life, she would drag him over the edge. No doubt in my mind. She is absolutely insane, and I love her for that. And I want to, and I hope, I pray that this series heads that direction. That's because that's what I want to see. I want to see her become the sociopath that I know that she is. Because she's 100% a sociopath. You cannot tell me otherwise. Because she is. She is 100% nuts. And I think that is so fascinating to watch. Where this ranks, though? God, I don't know. I kind of want to put an S tier if I'm honest. It's fully adapted? That's it? It's over? No, don't tell me Shoshimin is over. No! Oh, I'm devastated. That is heartbreaking news for me. For real? Oh, man. I am so bummed now. I was like, we get to season 3. And what's funny is, I probably knew that because I was probably told that there was nothing more coming, and I had forgotten because that's what my brain does. That is devastating to me. I think it's S tier. I legitimately think it was an S tier season. I think it was better than season 1, and I really, really, really liked it. And that's just how it goes. Next up, may I ask for one final thing? I think the last arc. Oh man, that's such a bummer. It's good to know, but I'm really bummed. I'm really bummed about that. Damn. Damn. Need a drink for that. Alright, so may I ask for one final thing? I think, I think was my anime of the season this season? I think. But here's the problem. That would mean it's better. I would have to rank it above Spy Family. That means I would have to have it either way at the front of the S rank or S plus. I don't think it's S plus. Honestly, I don't even know if it's S rank. Maybe that just means it was just a bad season overall. Maybe Spy Family should be here, and this belongs up here. Maybe that's how it should be. Yeah, I think Spy Family had to get bumped today. I think that makes more sense to me. Had to bump Spy Family down for that to make sense, because I feel like this was the best series of the season. But the season kind of sucked overall. Because this is not an S tier series. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. I loved watching her beat down and punch her way through everything. But was it like great? No, it was incredibly entertaining, but it wasn't great by any stretch. Huh. Yeah, I think I'm okay dropping Spy Family down to B to an A. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Moving on, we have Kowloon Generic Romance. One of the strangest series I've ever watched. There's it. That's fair. That's totally fair. Kowloon Generic Romance was such an interesting series. Like, after I finished watching this, I went up and looked up, like, Kowloon to see what the city was actually like, because I knew it was a real place. And I watched, like, an hour-long documentary about it, and I'm like, it was incredibly fascinating. It made me look it up. And that, to me, is the sign of a great series. But the problem was, it was the second half of the last third of the series felt really convoluted. And I really don't understand what happened. So I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know what happened. It was cool, but I don't know what happened. So to me, that's the definition of a B tier anime. The fact that it made me want to look it up, though, kind of wants me to put in like a B plus tier. Once again, that's like the third time I want a B plus tier, maybe fourth time. Is what it is. But yeah, like, I actually looked up Kowloon. I looked at what the city was like, and it was the most fascinating thing. I was like, yo, this place is really cool. I'm sad that it got torn down. Next up. This is the Swordsman Kid. Did you start reading the manga? See, that's what I'm saying. It drags you in. This series, it was addicting. Like, I don't know if it was good, but it was so intriguing that my brain could have wrapped my head around. My head could have wrapped my brain around. Is that the word? I'm not drunk. I could have wrapped my head around what was going on, which made me want to look into it more. And as Sarah said, it makes me want to read the manga. I don't have time to read the manga, so I never have time to read manga, sadly. I've been reading a lot the end of this year, though. I'll talk about that more during the season preview stream, because I'll have to talk about one series in particular that must be watched by everyone. Everyone needs to watch it. Ikoku Nikki. Everyone's going to want to watch that. It's going to be great. This is something... This is the kid one. God, what is it called? Oh, God, what is it called? What is it called, man? No. The beginning after the end. There we go. I knew end was in the name. The beginning after the end. Truly generic anime. Super generic isekai series. It did nothing for me. The thing is, if a season 2 comes out, I might actually watch it despite putting a D rank. Because I think that's all it was. The action itself was fine. I just thought the story was really badly told. And it's generic isekai. It is what it is. Yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. The next one is Saint, but Saint what? The Two Perfect Saint. There we go. The Two Perfect Saint. This was a fantastic series. I don't think it quite made it to S tier. I think it's A tier. Pardon me. I think it was very good. It was very entertaining. I enjoyed the Saints. I love the sister thing, how they're both trying to save each other kind of thing, even though one had power and the other had much less power. I thought that was very well done. I liked all that. I liked the way it played out. I loved the revenge they got on the scumbag prince. I thought it was great. And I liked it. It was fun. Moving on, because I was hoping to get done with this within 2 hours, but I don't think I am at this point. I still got a whole row to go. Past the Monster Movie Lady. I know this one because it just ended. Past the Monster Movie Lady. Super, super friggin' cute. Like, adorable characters. Absolutely adorable characters. The story was kind of lacking, though. Like, we didn't get very far. Like, boy meets girl at party. Boy saves girl from monster. Said monster is eaten. Boy decides to get engaged to girl. Boy and girl leave together on dragon. Fly for 3 episodes. Land. Meet some people. Story end. That was the story. I was like, what? Nothing really happened. There was so little content that happened. The interaction between the two main characters, great. The food prep and the monster stuff that the main girl does, whose name I cannot remember already, which is really bad. It'll probably come to me. Great though. And then the rest was just kind of eh. So I think that's the definition of a B tier. Solid series. Could have been much better. Could have been a whole lot worse too. And yeah. Oh. Just trying to get to his region. Exactly. I think it was 2. Was it 2? Melfi, thank you. I think it was a full 2 episodes, maybe 3 episodes on the dragon. That's a lot of time to spend on a dragon. Next up, this monster wants to eat me. This one ended this ended yesterday, the day before. I am so torn on this series. Because premise, fantastic. Execution, I think the execution of the story was really good. I think the characters are really good. It was just how the story ended that annoyed me. Even though I'm kind of okay with how it played out, I still hated it at the same time. That's how I think I feel at this point, but different from how I was when it ended. Because the way the story ended, nothing happened. We essentially loop back to the beginning. We're now repeating the entire thing all over again. Is essentially how it happens. Was it 4 episodes of Dragons? God, that's a long time. Like, I am so torn. I am so freaking torn. Yeah, I had to look at character names because I'm like, I just finished watching this. I cannot remember any of the character names outside of Miko. You're like, Hinako wants out. She doesn't want to be alive anymore, right? And Shiori, like, yeah, I'll help you with that. And so Hinako's happy. And they're going through the whole thing and find out everything's a lie. And then they, like, redo their promise to each other. And now it's back to episode 1 again. But now the promise is real. And I'm like, I kind of hate that. Like, I understand why it happened and how it played out that way. I get it. But I don't like it. Frustrating. But at the same time, it was a great series. The drama there was fantastic. Like, this, for me, was very similar. The main character in this was very similar to the main character in The Summer Hikaru Died. Like, you can see them processing things in their head. Like, you can feel them going through the motions of trying to figure out what they want to do, you know? And I felt a very similar vibe between the two of them. So I'm... Like, if the ending didn't happen, I would probably put it S tier. But I think it is just A tier. Yeah, I think it's A tier. I think it is A tier. If this gets a good conclusion, Because I know the manga's still ongoing. I don't know how many chapters there are, how many volumes, any of that stuff. This could be an S plus series if it gets a good ending. Like, legitimately, I think this could be S plus tier. It could also be D tier. So we'll go A tier because I have high hopes for it. This is actually gonna be good. This is gonna end well if we actually get there. Yeah, moving on. Oh god, what is that series called? It's the Hilarious Yuri series. Where she likes everyone. She's polyamorous. Watanare, thank you, Clash. Watanare. I don't even know, man. Like, I initially thought it was just going to be the two girls, and there's going to be some side characters who would make things more entertaining. I did not expect the MC to have feelings for all of them and be polyamorous. I did not see that coming. Did I enjoy it? Absolutely, I loved it. It was not my favorite Yuri series, but it was definitely up there. It was also absurd beyond belief. Because some of the things that happened were ridiculous. Actually ridiculous. 5 episodes? Nice! Let's go! That has me very excited, because I will definitely be watching that. Like, legitimately, this could be ranked anywhere from a C to an S for me. I don't know where this belongs. It's somewhere in here. I don't think it's C rank. I'll be honest. No. Next week, yes, let's go. That's awesome. All right, so that'll be in season preview. I'll be looking at that tomorrow, then, season preview stream. Because tomorrow, I'll say it again. Tomorrow, starting same time as today's stream, season preview. So we're doubling up on the friggin' live streams here. Because there's nothing else for me to watch, so I gotta do something. Like, it's probably just B tier, but I don't know. It could be A. I don't think it was quite S tier. It's like, again, this is another B plus anime for me. I think it's like 5 anime now that could be B plus, 5 or 6. I kind of want to put it right in the middle. I'm gonna make another tier. Add row above. And let's make it color green. Boom. Perfect. A plus. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I don't care. I do not care. That would be Ninja. That would be Ninkoro. That would be that one. That would be Spy Family. That would be this. And that would be that. There we go. I like the A plus tier. I think A plus tier, very helpful for me. Very, very helpful for me. I think that looks good. That looks really good. I mean, technically, I could technically move both those up too, but I don't think it's quite those are A plus tiers. Fine. Anyways, move it up. Hey man, what are you? Oh, you're welcome to the ballpark. Ballpark was fine. It was a baseball series with interesting stuff. It was Cells at Work meets baseball, but not nearly as good as Cells at Work. It's a C tier. That's all it is. It was C tier. Moving on. Taco P's Original Sin S plus. No questions asked. Easy S plus tier anime. Like, that was last season, right? Not this current season, the season before. Because it was only 6 episodes. It wasn't this season, right? Right? Yeah, Taco P had to be last season. Yeah, it definitely was. Taco P. Mind-blowingly great. It was summer. It was... Yeah, summer would be last season. Yes, okay, I was gonna say, wait a minute. We're in winter now. I'm like, winter hasn't started yet. Never mind, we're okay. Next up, My Awkward Senpai. My Awkward Senpai was cute as B tier. This, I'll say, had the progress of a really bad high school rom-com. As in, nothing happened until the very, very end. I felt like I was watching, what's it called? What the hell is it called? I can't think of it. Doesn't matter. It reminded me of a very generic high school rom-com where absolutely no progress is made until the very end, if at all. And this one waited till like the last 2 episodes for anything to happen. And the thing is, it was really freaking cute, but nothing happened. And for something that is post-education rom-com, we're talking like adults working, for there to be that little progress was incredibly frustrating despite it being cute. So that's why it's only B tier. And this easily could have been A+, but it's a B tier. Next up, I'm pretty sure that's the Dan Dan image. It is the Dan Dan image. Dan Dan, I think, is just S tier. I think Dan Dan is just S tier. Not quite S+. I think it was missing something to be a hit S+, but it was really freaking good. Yeah, it's just S tier. It was great. I loved it. Moving on. I cannot wait for season 3. Next up, we have Ranma season 2. Ranma, flat out A+. That's it. A+. I freaking love Ranma. I need more Shampoo. Shampoo is best girl, hands down, not close. I adore Shampoo immensely, and I wish it was just her series. I would watch a series just about Shampoo because she's so freaking great. It has all the ridiculous antics that I love, despite them being ridiculous, because half the time, when we get to slapstick comedy like that, where it's so over-the-top insane, I either think it's the greatest thing ever, or it's absolute garbage. Ranma works for me. So Ranma, very good. What in the world? Oh, okay. I know this. Grieving Soul, or Let This Grieving Soul Retire, Core 2. Why they didn't call it Season 2, I don't know. I believe it's also just S tier. See, but here's the thing. I'm putting this S tier. That means this should be above it. That means this should technically be here, but this should be there. This was not my anime of the season then. My anime of the season was Grieving Souls. S tier. Boom. Done. Because it reminds me so much of Eminence and Shadow. Despite it being kind of the opposite with the MC. How with Sid, he speaks things into existence. And this guy, he is so cursed with bad luck that whatever he says ends up coming true, but he still somehow works his way out of it. They're like polar opposites. And it is, to me, that's brilliant. That I love like the contradiction between the two series. And they're very similar to me. I love Grieving Soul. Tino! I was so happy that I am under the belief that Tino is also the author's favorite character because they have Tino everywhere, and I was able to use a Tino thumbnail for every single episode of the second court. Made me so happy. Yeah, next up we have is one that's currently there's one episode left. With You, Our Love Will Make It Through. This is probably the most progressive like Human X Beast series I've ever seen. I give it props for being super progressive and like not holding back. Because it is not bashful about what it does. Like there are some scenes in this so far with one episode to go where I'm like, oh my god, do I need to censor this? Are we gonna get some spicy action going on? Because I'm like, I feel like it could happen in this one. Like, we've gotten close. I'm like, oh, hello, okay. A little surprising. Not expected, but props for going that route, I guess. I think what it's doing is well done. The concept is just though. It's humans and beasts. That's what's been done before. It's nothing special. The characters are pretty good, though. Especially the cat girl. I love the cat girl. And I'm not the beast guy. Like, despite me, I think this is pretty good. I think Beastars is great. I thought BNA was great. Maybe I am the Beast person. I don't know. Maybe I'm learning something about myself here. I like this series. I think it's good. How good? I don't know. I think it's just B tier. I think it's just B tier. With the finale to go. I think it's just B tier. I don't think it's A tier. I don't think it quite gets there. Next up, what in the world is that image? Is that Solo Camping for 2? I think that's Solo Camping for 2. Solo Camping for 2. Is it? Let me double check. Let me double check the image. That is Solo Camping for 2. This was probably the slowest, maybe not the slowest. No, it's 24 episodes. One of the slowest slow burn romance series I've seen. It was painful. It was glacial speed. We finally got there in the end, I think, but my god, it was torturous to get there. Like, Yui, the side character they brought in later on, was the best character in the series. She was hilarious. Again, cat girl, because she had little fangs. She was great. The main two characters, they were fine. Yeah, I like the side character, and then the guy too. The side guy, whatever his name was, he was also great. I liked him too. I think it's just C tier. I don't think it's not bad enough to be D. Like, it was enjoyable enough, but nothing happened, and it was so slow paced. I was like, oh, boring. Very boring. But anyways, we're almost done. We have 3 to go. And then I'll have to double check to make sure I didn't miss anything from the season. Actually, I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna do a quick scan. Soda, yep. So retire. Ranma, yo, Brock. Care Diaries. Yeah, I think I got everything. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good here. Next up, we have the OP Assassin. I don't care what it was actually called. This series sucked. Like, I went into the series, I saw the animation, like the animation from the PV was legitimately god tier animation. I'm like, oh my god, this is gorgeous. This is freaking Demon Slayer quality animation, but like grittier. So Attack on Titan. It was Attack on Titan animation. I'm like, yo, this looks clean. This is gonna be great. And the animation wasn't that good. They really put it all into the PV. It was still very good, but it wasn't that high quality. The characters, the main like 3 characters, honestly not bad. I kind of like the characters. Even the cat, I'm like, oh my god, of course I got to bring a cat into this. Another freaking familiar. I actually like the cat. The cat was a pretty great character. The story I thought was entertaining enough. The problem was the rest of the class that got summoned with him played absolutely zero role in the story. They kept showing them like, oh, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, and then they never appear. Then they don't appear again for 3 episodes. They've done the thing. Oh, good job. I wish I could have seen it. They played zero part in the story. I don't understand. Like, why are they there? Why are they ever present yet do nothing? It blew my mind. And then, like, the MC, because I'm gonna spoil the hell out of this one. I don't care, because it's not that good. I believe he had killed numerous times prior to this end arc, and he's like, oh, I don't know if I can kill the main guy. He's like, oh, I don't want you to do it. You want to be a human. You want to be human when you go back to the world and not a killer. And I'm like, excuse me, he's killed multiple people already? I was thinking maybe he'd only killed monsters. It was very frustrating. We spent like 2 episodes of him debating whether or not he was going to kill the most evil man in the entire series. I'm like, he hadn't killed before? You sure? I felt like he had. I definitely felt like he had. But, yeah, I'll trust you on this. It was so horrible. I thought it was terribly written. They wasted 2 episodes on that garbage. And I'm like, why? Dude, you're an assassin. You have slaughtered so many things. and you're debating about killing this the most evil character to ever live, practically. I'm like, hello? You're in an isekai world. You do what you gotta do. Like, what's the debate here? It was very frustrating. It's D tier. It could have this could have been a very good series. This could have been up to like an A series. It sucked. It really, really sucked. Frustrating. Very frustrating series for me. Because it had a lot of the great elements that I loved. And then like 2 or 3 elements that I despised, and it just dragged the entire thing down. Okay, next up, we have Isekai Quartet Season 3. I don't watch shorts. I don't like shorts because there's no story. Alright, thanks for showing up, Sarah. Appreciate it. We have Isekai Quartet on the final 2. Isekai Quartet, it's an A. It was cute. It had all my favorite characters, and fun stuff happened. And that was that. I'm sad that we didn't get anybody going home, but maybe in season 4, right? The button didn't do anything. I'm very sad. Last up, the final series that I dropped. How fitting. Dusk Beyond the End of the World. This was, Dusk Beyond the End of the World. Once again, I thought the premise was good. I thought the characters were fine. Execution, some of the worst I've ever seen. Which is to be expected from an anime original. Because that's just how they go. They often write themselves into a corner or write something that doesn't make any sense, and then they're just like, screw it, we will roll with it. I think that's what happened here. Because I got, how far in did I get to it? So in other words, I got to episode 5. That was when they had, what was it, like the citywide mixer where everyone was like in a party and everyone was like trying to hook up with one another. And I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. Why is this in the story? And apparently that went on for 2 episodes. I'm like, really? You're wasting your time with this garbage? When it was a very frustrating arc for me, and I dropped it on the spot because I'm like, this is not that good. Give me the action, give me them journeying to save the world or whatever they're trying to do. I don't care about a stupid mixer. Get out of here with that garbage. And there we go. With that, I have completed my tier list. Now I gotta rank everything within the tier. Drop series, doesn't matter. I'm gonna rank here. I guess the best one is that. And then that's probably the correct order here. Asura top, then that, yes. Shield Hero way down here. A little further back. This up further. This back. That above those? Okay, that was easy. B tier, how do we rank this? I think you're way up here. I think you're up here. What was that one again? What was the series? I don't remember what the series was. I have no idea what that series was. Oh god. I hate that. Because I'm also going to do my top 10 of the year right now on the fly as I do this. Oh, this is Windbreaker. It's Windbreaker. Okay. I was like, I never come up with Windbreaker. I think that was actually the worst. Now, I'm going to say put that one actually at worst. Let's go. That's Honey in that one. That's there. I think that one's there. I really like that one. This one is probably higher than those two as well. I don't think it's higher than Kowloon, though. Windbreaker is there. That one's there. I think that's about right there. Okay. Now we're going to the series that matter. I think that's actually pretty hard. Just move that one down a couple and call it good. Boom. That side of Witch Watch. Okay. A plus. With You is above these two. Spy Family was better than that. That's there, that's there. Okay, I think that's fine. And now to figure out top 10 of the year, an anime of the year. This is going to be tough. I'm going to struggle with this a lot. This is always hard. Maybe like that. Down here, my top 2 down here. Our Grieving Soul's way up. Dan's way up. Silent Witch probably there. That's correct. I think that's the order, yeah. Alright, so here we go. We're doing my top 10 anime of the year. Let's go! I'm doing it right now. I'm not doing a separate video because I forgot to do it last year because I forgot to organize this, but we're doing it right now live. Number 10. In 10th place, we have Call of the Night Season 2. Why am I putting that 10th? I don't know. It sounds right. That's why I'm doing it. Moving on. In number 9, we have My Happy Marriage Season 2. Fantastic stuff. Good stuff. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I've already talked about why these series are great. Doesn't matter. 8. Number 8. We have Solo Leveling Season 2. A lot of Season 2s all of a sudden. In 7th, we have Apocalypse Hotel. One of the most surprising series of the year for me. Did not expect it coming. In number 6, in 6th place, we have My Dress Up Darling Season 2. Another Season 2. Go figure. In 5th place, this one could have been top 3, but I'm not going to put it there right now, is Taco P's Original Sin. I went into this blind. I had no idea what to expect. Everyone said just like have your tissues ready or something like that. I'm like, okay, that's fine. And then when they showed the double like warning at the beginning, I'm like, oh, they're just being overly dramatic. No, they were not. It was having a double warning to start off the episode was appropriate and it needed to be done. In 4th place, even though it technically didn't air this year, so it shouldn't be here, I have Orb. Orb was one of the most well-written stories I have ever watched in anime. And the only reason why it's not top 3 is because one, the movie ahead of it is one of the best movies I've ever seen, and above that are 2 of the best series I've ever seen. So Orb got unlucky due to that. Number 3, we have the Chainsaw Man Rize arc. Rize's best girl. Nothing else needs to be said. My second favorite series of the year, The Fragrant Flower Blooms Dignity. I can't put it number 1. I can't do it. I can't do it. It is the perfect romance series. Like, I don't want to call this a rom-com. I don't want to call it a romance drama. I just want to call it the perfect, pure romance series. Like, in terms of quality, like, I've always ranked Toradora as my favorite, like, romance series of all time, because that has bits of both comedy and drama. I feel like this has surpassed Toradora for me. Despite having only seen 1 season of Toradora is complete. And I think Toradora is a masterpiece. This series is ahead of Toradora for me. That, now that I'm saying that, sounds absolutely insane. I don't know why I'm saying that, but I am. And I think I'm right. I think it's correct. I think it is better than Toradora. Which is... I'm shocked that that's true. I'm absolutely shocked that that's true. And my number 1 series of the year, Apothecary Diary Season 2. Another Season 2. Look at that. Season 2 is dominating this season. Dominating the year. Mao Mao has a chance. If it gets there. If we get enough seasons to be my favorite character of all time. Will it happen? I don't know. But I believe there's a chance. I freaking love Mao Mao so much. Bug Girl. Incredible new character they brought in. Happy she was there. But we're going back to Mao Mao now. And I'm ready for Mao Mao to dominate season 3 whenever we get it, because I know we're gonna get it at some point, and I can't wait for it. And there we go. I did my top 10 too. That's freaking awesome. I love it. I'm so pleased right now. I've ranked my entire season. Here's my whole list. Boom, boom. Granted, you can't see everything on the list. Man, hold on. I can do this. Hold on. Boom. Hey, one more. Oh. There we go. It's real tiny. I cannot see anything on my side, but there we go. We got a full list right there. Boom. That is everything I have. We're gonna move the text down because I'm not talking spoilers anymore. Boom. And that is me ranking everything I watched this year. All 69 of them. Yeah. Yeah, this was a lot of fun. This took over 2 hours. That's a long time. It took longer than I expected it to, but we got there. It's also not all the drop series. If I count everything I dropped, I'd be doing this all night. And it's I'm pretty okay with this distribution too. I think the A+ tier was very necessary. But regardless, I'm very happy. It was a great. It was. I think, based on the numbers, I think it was the best year for anime for me personally of all time. Best year ever. Which is kind of crazy when you think about it, but who's next? Kamen Rider? Y'all love your Kamen Rider, man. Regardless, you enjoy that, have a good time with it. And that concludes my tier list of the 2025 anime year for everything I watched. I did it. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna wrap it here. Tune in tomorrow, same time as this one. Same start time for my winter 2026 anime season preview. I am so pumped. It is so freaking front loaded. I don't know what is beyond like the first 5 or 6 series, but I cannot wait to see what there is because it's going to be glorious. My God, we're getting everything next season. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. And I am going to call it here. So thank you all so much. I will hopefully see most of you tomorrow. And if not, well, there'll be the video, the VOD to watch afterwards. So that's all I got. Goodbye until tomorrow.